Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about a few additional ways to save items in Photoshop, since the way that Photoshop saves things has slightly changed in some of the videos that we have that are published in this course. So if we have an image open in Photoshop and we want to save it, let's say that we are done and we want to turn in an image. My new preferred way to turn something in is to export it, right? So we're going to go to the File menu at the top, and we're going to go to Export, and we're going to go to Export As. This will, if you wait patiently, bring up a dialog box that gives you a few more options. Most of the time for assignments that you're going to do in this class, you're going to change the format from PNG, Portable Network Graphics, to JPEG, Joint Photographic Experts Group. Here, you can adjust a few things. It tells you the current size of the image. You can scale it down. You can change the quality of your image as well. I normally change the quality to the highest possible setting. And then if you want to make sure that everybody sees the colors online how you are seeing the colors in Photoshop, I suggest checking the box that says Convert to sRGB. And if you want to keep your copyright info in there, check this box as well. We'll talk about how to insert your copyright info later. And then when you hit the blue export button at the bottom, you will get a dialog box right here that pops up, allowing you to choose where to save it. I'm going to save it in my NCTC examples folder, and we'll just call this example for saving. And then I can just hit save. Then if I were to go to that folder, I should then have that image in that area. So that's how, if you're done and you want to save something as a JPEG, that's the way that I suggest saving something. Let's talk about a couple more ways. Okay, so previously we've just had save and save as. We did have export as well. But now we also see save a copy. Let's go to save as first, as if we were actually saving something. You're now met with this dialog box, which asks you, where do you want to save it? Do you want to save it to Creative Cloud, or do you want to save it to your computer? If you click Save It to Creative Cloud, that is fine. What it will do is it will take your document and it will put it in the Adobe Creative Cloud cloud saving area where you can access it in a variety of different places. If I were to select that here, I can give it a name. It normally saves it as PSDC. We'll just call this example for class again, and then I can hit save. And if I'm probably logged into the wrong account, but if I were to click and open Adobe Creative Cloud and then go to Files, it should be right in there. It is example for class. It is right there where that I can select it. I can go into it. I can share it with somebody else. I can open it in a program, or I can download it by hitting the ellipses or the three dots right there. So let's do that again. Let's say save as. I can also say save on your computer. When you do that, I get this. I can now choose the type of file format that I would like for this particular image. I can set it to JPEG. If I've asked for you to turn something in as a GIF, you can do that, or PNG. If you're not done with something, I normally suggest changing this to Photoshop right here, a PSD file that will allow you to keep your layers, that will allow you to keep your masks. All the type will still be editable, something that you can, if you're not done with it now, you can save it as a PSD and work on it later. And then here's another fun little trick. If you have Creative Cloud installed on that computer, you can click on Creative Cloud Files or navigate to the Creative Cloud folder on your operating system, wherever it happens to be, and I can save it right here. I can then go to a different computer where I'm logged into the same Creative Cloud account. Maybe you're working at work and then you have another computer at home or school or vice versa. I could save it to this folder, and this will automatically also sync it to the cloud with your other documents. So I could save this here and click save, and then go home, open up the Creative Cloud folder there, and find the same picture for me to edit. Let's go back to that again. Let's say file, let's say save as. This I'm going to say save on your computer. You might get to this point where if you click this, you only have a few options. You might get 2 or 3 listed. If you see that happen, where you don't have all of the different options of file formats that I have here, click on Save a Copy. That will pull up the same looking dialog box, but you'll have more options there. And that's the same thing as saying File, Save a Copy here. You can once again save it to Creative Cloud or save it on your computer, and then you should have all of these multitude of various options here. We normally do regular JPEG instead of the other ones. But once again, regular JPEG if you're done. If you're not done, save it as Photoshop. Photoshop will keep your layers and masks. JPEG will flatten everything into one singular layer. So there are many new ways of saving and exporting images from Photoshop when you're done or done for the moment with working on something. And the one that I suggest, the easiest way to do it is if you're totally done, file, export, export as. If you're not done, then you can say file, save a copy. And remember, you can either save it to Creative Cloud, where you can access it from the Creative Cloud program, or you can save it on your computer, wherever you would like to. One suggestion is saving it to the Creative Cloud files location, where you can access it on multiple different computers. So lots of choices there. Choose the one that works out best for you. But last time, file, export, export as, and select JPEG for most of our assignments, and you should be good. If you have questions on that, feel free to send me a message. And that's really it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.